All right, what up, YouTube? This is your boy Liger, one half of Enduo, and basically, this is episode 5 of the Endcast. Um, Technically speaking, I was supposed to have a discussion with King Grimpachi, as he wanted to check out about. He wanted to talk about Nintendo and the community and what's going on, because the last 2 weeks has been crazy and it's idiotic. This community has been turned out to be, but it is what it is. But anyway, King, if you're listening to this, or if you running a little late, whatever, like I said, I sent you the link. Hopefully you can link in and we could continue our conversation, and maybe you can ask the questions you want to ask about. If not, I'm just going to go forward with it. But if anybody out there who's listening to this now, you could go towards how should I say, I put up a video and I'm going to really broadcast it more tomorrow, which is the Nintendo Haterade, which kind of express about the community itself and what's going on. And gamers right now, I thought that we could be civilized people. In many cases, it looks like that's not the case. We are still arguing and bitching about the most simplest of things, which is it's frustrating. But like I said, in that Nintendo Haterade video, that should be something there for everybody else to check out. I think I explained most of my details good. And let me see. The question block is open. If anybody have any questions, you could come on in, just ask questions as well too. Like I said, because the community needs to. I don't know if the community needs to, because I represent me and Katie, the Enduo, represent ourselves only. So it's not a reflection maybe towards Nintendo as much, but it is what it is. So with that said, again, I was supposed to, like I said, talk up with King Grimpachi. Like I said, like I said, if he's running late, I gave you the links, dude. Or if not, just hit me up on Google Plus or whatever, so we could, start this out before I start getting into topics. Because it might be some topics that I'm doing that you might want to, how should I say, that you maybe wanted to ask me questions about. So other than that, since I ain't seen nothing new coming up in the Google Plus I'll just talk freely about what's going on in the community. And there are some videos I wanted to do, but I don't know. I just didn't want to. I try to hang back from it, but I'm gonna go forward with it right now. This will save me a bunch of videos by doing it right here. First topic I'm gonna talk about is this Nintendo program nonsense. That Angry Joe, everybody pulled their crap on it, and of course Nintendo's taking the brunt of it, whatever. But common sense does not reign in this community no more. There are people out there who are pissed because Nintendo claimed their content, which is their content. They spend millions of dollars. You're using their content, their product, and you're making money off of it. Again, I'm not monetizing my videos. I came on YouTube with Katie. We came on YouTube to share the love and fun of gaming. That's what we did this for. Our videos are not monetized because, like I said in the Nintendo Haterade video, Nintendo has not copy strike me yet because I'm not claiming and I have copyrighted materials on my site, on my channel. But because I'm not making money off of it and making off it, maybe I'm a small channel, could be that too. But they're not coming after me, and I don't understand why these guys are making a big fuss over a lot of stuff. It's all about the money. They're not in the gaming for gaming. But that's what they want to talk about. And it's just like Richard Review Tech, he's talking about how this free advertisement and everything else. It's annoying. Because first of all, Joe know what he did. He played his subscription and he got his name out there. And I'm saying his name too. I have nothing against the guy itself. I don't know him. I never meet him. He's an entertaining person. That is for sure. Not negative about that. He's an entertaining person. I've seen some of his views, but he did the first problem back then, saying Nintendo claimed his stuff. Got angry. His fan base gave him the Wii U. He didn't buy it with his money, as y'all say. Oh, I bought this with all his money. No, he didn't buy it with all his money. So he lied on the last video. He lied. He said lies, but then he know that he was gonna get claimed again, and he's gonna make a rant, and then people will pick him up. And it's sad because remember I said journalism sucks. I can't believe I see Kotaku and all these pages. These pages are picking him up. For what reason? I don't know. He's a YouTuber with 2 million people, and then to see people like really, to see what the mass audience like, how should I say, argue and get crazy about stuff, talking about, oh, they're coming together, his fans, and I don't understand this whole fan thing either. I met one of the guys who subbed to my page. He was saying, yo, man, I've been a fan from you since the beginning. I'm like, hey, you don't have to be a fan. You're a fellow gamer. This ego thing that people's feeding on is crazy. We are so deprived of having real friends or people close by that we need to have fans. You just can't do certain things out of love for it. Of course, everybody want to do stuff for money. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not knocking your hustle, but come on. What is this lust for this to get your ego tempered and to get your pockets lined up? But that's the scale of how things are going. And the thing about what I'm trying to say with and when everybody says it's free advertisement, well, there are 2 ways of looking at it. It is free advertisement. There are ways that you can make it work really good. And nobody has, how should I say, look at it in a certain way. Because if you think about it, you could get, you're making money off of a product, right? That somebody worked hard for. Now, what Joe did was one way to get advertisement. He's going to get a few subs. He's going to get a few more subs. He's going to get views, of course, give him a little more revenue. But you see, a lot of people just, to show that everybody's just money hungry. If I was Joe or anybody else who's a big YouTuber who's doing this as a job, and I got something to say about that too, but doing this as a job, don't you think if I didn't cover Nintendo stuff, I don't put production into it like I do the other videos. Just put up stuff, you're having fun, low budget production, having fun gameplay, you're laughing, having fun with it. Put it up there. You could put it up without getting you get claim strike, but they're gonna take it away from you because you don't monetize the video. Let fans see that you're having fun. Then you might get, because you already have the PC. You already have the PC, you have the Xbox, and the PlayStation guys. Why don't you just come together? What you say, okay, I'm missing in this niche market. Let me see if I get a couple more subs for them. Well, you put out a video, you don't claim it. You're not getting an ad from that, but you know what? People come over and say, hey, this video looks good. This guy is playing a Nintendo game. It's look good. It looks great. Oh, he has other videos. Oh, that's funny what he did with Evolve. That's funny what he did Order 1886. I'm a sub to him. And you just trickle out a Nintendo gameplay once in a while. You didn't gotta put in effort into it. But you see, everybody's worried about that almighty dollar. That would have helped Angry Joe a lot more. And then when he does the end of the year thing, he could have said, oh, like he did last year, end of the year. Zelda, no, we know Zelda's not coming out. I'm just giving an example. Like Zelda was a great game. geared to the Nintendo fans. They had a good year. In the last one he said, well, the Wii U had good games, but nobody want to talk. But since I don't have one, we ain't gonna talk about that. Give a little nod, give a little wink, and you would have had more subs, more people. But no, it's all about the almighty dollar with these guys. They care about that stuff. No, I understand that if you're gonna do something, yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing for free in most cases. I'm doing this for free because I love the love of the game. But this is not my job. That's his job. But the problem with that too is, remember, just like anybody else, your job could be just like my job when I was doing because my day job is an architect. When a housing crash happened, hey, I didn't lost my job, but my income dropped a lot because we was only working 3 days a week. We weren't working 5 days a week, 40 hours. No, because circumstance happened. So this is a circumstance. If you choose YouTube to make a lot of money and live your life off of it, I hope you save a lot of money for when you get old and everything else. That's all I could say. So you can have a little money on the side for retirement and all that stuff. Because man, it's just crazy. I don't understand why you have to look at it negative. And of course, negativity thrives in the internet. As I'm talking right now, I mean, that's technically speaking, the internet is something else because it's good and it's bad. It's good. Yes, we have a voice and a platform to stand from, and it's bad for yes, we have a platform and a voice and a platform to stand for. It's a double-edged sword because the internet has shown humanity as a true, excuse me, as as what it is, and it's humans are certain creatures. They are not. They do horrible things, and when it comes to greed, nothing will get in their way. That's how they do it. So the Angry Joe thing, like I said, it is what it is. He did what he did just to get the publicity. It was a stunt. If he was really angry, whatever, and anybody else out there with the YouTube content, I just explained out right there a simple way you could do it and still get a good amount of money from it. And again, ain't like Nintendo's claiming 100% if you didn't work with them. And again, Joe, you're a big person. You could have go and just talk to Nintendo as big as you are, and you go through the paperwork. Just like I have to go through the paperwork to do certain things for my company, and then say, hey, let's get it straightened out. Bam, I do it. But no, you just want to take stuff, free advertise and everything. Nah. Like I said, I'm on the side of copyrighted material. As archaic as the copyrighted material is in America, it is. It should. What is right is right. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So, oops. With that said, I'll move on to our next topic, which is basically. Just give me a second here. All right, I'll move on to the next topic. And a lot of people commented on it, and it is what it is as well too. The whole Splatoon thing. Splatoon. Everybody's still in an uproar, still in an anger page about Splatoon not having a voice chat, and this is going to the Nintendo fans. Me and this guy had a conversation. He was like, I wish they should at least give it to you as an option. That was his argument. Well, there's still an option out there too. You don't have to buy the game. Buy it or don't buy it. If it flops, it flops. This craze that everybody's going. Let me say before I go crazy. Say something like messed up. Okay, let me say this out again. We have the Wii U No. Okay, let me straighten it out. Sorry. The Wii U has voice chat capabilities. We know that. A lot of you people know that. Now, when the Edge magazine came out and the developer said about how he had a bad experience, and people are saying, well, that should not have been, that was you. Well, he's making the game. That was his choice. But again, Nintendo is the parent company. Love it or hate it, hate it or don't like it. That's what it is. Nintendo is the parent company. They are gonna, let's see. They are gonna be family friendly, and a lot of people is not. A lot of people is not understanding that. Everybody thinks that just because they are this hardcore Nintendo fan, which I am one of them, but this blind devotion now to many things, it clouds a lot of people's judgment, I should say. And people are still making judgment, and people are still making a lot of decisions that are like crazy. Look, Nintendo main consumers are family. Like it or hate it, that's their main consumers. They're family members, people, dads and moms who say, "Hey, they know Nintendo's a safe gaming console. Let's just do. Let's just put up. Let's just do. How should I say this? Let's just buy the console because we know that our 8-year-old or 6-year-old kids won't have to worry about making sure that Mario is safe, Zelda is safe, Smash Brothers, all those other things are safe. They know that. So they know that that's their main. That's more than 50% of their market. That's what they're concerned about. That's what they're worried about. That's what they worry about. You're not gonna give minority, the loud minority that much power. Yes, Nintendo fans. Like I said, it's cool that you guys are hardcore and you go out there, and it goes into our next. Go out there and support the console. But again, I feel you that voice chat is not the voice. If those who wanted voice chat and it was needed, I feel you. I hope that you guys, I hope that you guys wanted to get the game. But if that was the main part of the game that you needed, you don't have to buy the game. See, I'm buying Splatoon because of the first for two reasons really: the single player and a local player with me and Katie. We will have all games together. That's what I'm buying it for. If that game was online, voice chat, and it had a voice chat enabled and everything, you guys and I wouldn't buy the game. I have the choice, and I wouldn't buy the game because that wouldn't appeal to me. It looks fun, but if that's what it's going to set up, is be kind of like an Evolve, a Titanfall, whatever. And those are good games. Those are not bad games. Those are good games too. But that's not my cup of tea, so I wouldn't do that. So, but I'm not on the internet bashing and going crazy about crazy stuff. Now, if you see the Evolve video I put on my channel, I'm not talking about the game being bad or good or whatever. I don't like the DLC practice of Evolve. I don't like the DLC practice of Evolve because you need $130 to pre-order before the game came out, And also, you needed to pay $260 for all the other stuff, monster skin. That's crazy. That's one thing that I'm against. DLC is not all bad, but the good part of DLC is small, very small. And yes, I'm a Nintendo fan, and Nintendo has done good DLCs majority than bad DLCs, but it's still, like I said, I called them out on my last Endcast, where the Smash Brothers skin for the Amiibo fighters. No, it's 75 cents. Still a good price, better than $1.99 per skin. But if it's 75 cents, they should have put it in the update for free. They should have put it up there for free. That's you don't need to pay for skins. Skins, nah. Even though they worked on the skins afterwards, nah. They should have put it in the game for free. And then we have Mortal Kombat doing its crazy thing. Like I said, and I'm trying to tell people, third parties. A lot of people will come and ask me, why you hate third parties? I don't hate third parties. If a game has a premise and looks good, I'll buy it. Batman Arkham Knight coming out. If the reviews are good and they showed me why the Batmobile was more relevant than what they push in, well then I'm gonna pick it up for PC. It's not coming to Wii U. It's not bothering me. I have a choice, and my choice is to pick it up for the PC. Then you have Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Could it come to the Wii U? It could, because Treyarch already many times praised the Wii U remote for the accuracy, the Wii remote, I'm sorry, for the accuracy, and also the gamepad for the split screen inversion. That's a good use of the gamepad. Have they done it before? So they know the architect of the Wii U, and they might could do it. I don't think it's a high chance, but it could still happen. But you know what? I didn't buy Ghost, I didn't buy Advanced Warfare, didn't pull me in. But I do like the Black Ops story, and if they have the same writers and everything like that, I'll pick up Black Ops 3 for my PC. Nothing's wrong with third parties. What I said though is there's a difference between third party devs and third party publishers. Third party publishers, and like I said, I've seen it. Those guys do not care about gaming. That's why I've commented many times. When third party publishers care about gaming, is when I care about third party publishers. Because there's so many great ideas that the developers come up with, and because they need to get money, third-party publishers slap them down because they get watered down, rearranged, or changed totally, because it is not what the console. Not say console. It is not what you call it, the developers have. That's why I like the indie market. The indie market right now is flourishing. They have affordable space adventure. You have Box Boy, which is a cool game. Okay, but that one's straight from Nintendo. But Box Boy, you have a lot of indie guys who, Shovel Knights from Yacht Club, former Way Forward guys. They have the chance to do what they do and produce their games without having an overhead. Having an overhead in the games. But we'll see how all that works out. You get crazy good ideas from indie developers because they don't have the publishers breathing down their neck, pounding and fisting so they could get their money's worth, or or should I say, their return on their money. That's what happened. That's what's happening now to AAA gaming. These guys are putting 40, 50, 60 million dollars, sometimes even and then with advertisement and everything is the advertising machine 120, 130 million dollars into the game. So of course, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna, if that's gonna be, I'm putting this much money into it, I want to make sure I see a lot of returns. So let me debunk some things as well too. See, I've worked with the companies, I've seen the dev kits. Like I said, I work with EA, I work with Ubisoft, I'm working with Sony right now. Hopefully I'll get a contract set up and do something back with Nintendo again. All kind of stuff. My company does, work for several studios. First of all, it is cheaper to develop a game for the Nintendo Wii U. I've said it before. I'm just saying it again since I have nobody else to talk over me and they can listen to me carefully. Second, because of the architect system that both the x86 architect system and the Power Arm, which is basically Wii U, if a game is made on the Wii U and is not in the Unity engine or a web frame style, then it is more expensive to port because they put the R&D development in the PlayStation or the Xbox, and then of course they have a little bit more budget to optimize for which other console they put it on. And then after that, that's about it. It's a little bit more, maybe 1-2 million more, but it might be 3, 4, it might be a 3, 4, 5, 6 million more dollars they have to put in to port a game from those consoles to the Wii U. And right now, there's not really that much games out there that has taken, how should I say, make good use of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One yet. Hopefully, we know Uncharted got delayed, so they're gonna take, Naughty Dog's gonna take a good shot and make some good games for that console. Quantum Break, we have not seen nothing from Scalebound, from Platinum Games. Those guys, Platinum Games, make some great games. Former Clover Studios that I think people should go out there and check out. Hopefully in E3, Microsoft and PlayStation show their hand, and they got some good games out there. See, I'm not just like I said, I'm deciding don't want to use the word gamer now because it's getting this negative connotation because everybody's now a fanboy and bitching about their favorite piece of plastic, and it's just crazy what it is. You have a choice to buy anything you want, and you buy it. You should be happy with your choice. That's what we all saying. You should be happy with your choice. There should be no problems with it. You do your research. If you say you are a gamer, you do your research and find out certain things. So if you wanted to buy a Wii U and in the past you see what third parties have done to Nintendo, you were like, okay, I'm not gonna get a lot of third-party games. You know what? You know what? I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but I could come at this objectively and say what I gotta say, which is this. So, Sony, Xbox One, Sony PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Wii U, and PC. That's the platforms we have set up now, right? So, Sony, Xbox, 90% of their games basically are third party. That's what's selling on those consoles. They have exclusives, but few far between. I'll say this, unless you in high school or whatever, how much games are you buying a year? Or how much money you spend on software? Because if you guys if you spend the same amount of money I spent last year on software, then you know what? That's good. But because I've seen comments where the guys like, I bought a Wii U for about 6, so they only get about 3 or 6 games. It's about almost $400. spread apart. That's pretty good. But same thing, and the same thing could go for PlayStation and Xbox One. We had Order 1886. We had Bloodborne. There's gonna be an exclusive drop for PlayStation for a while until E3 when they might reveal something. Hopefully they do. Xbox One right now, Quantum Break got pushed back. We don't know. Scalebound was supposed to come out around this time as well too, but we have not heard nothing from Platinum Games about that. Technically speaking, I might need to go check my link up and see what's going on with Scalebound, just to see if everything's on the up and up and everything's straight. Because it's different working for Xbox One division than for the Nintendo division. I'll tell you that much. But anyway, like I said, I can look at it objectively, so I'll do that. So 90% of those games are the same, graphics wise and all that stuff differently, whatever, on the same between Xbox One and PlayStation 4. All right. So if that's the case, all those games, the third party that sells, you can buy it for the PC. See, from my point of view, and this one is 100% opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You do not have to agree with me. I'm doing this. All right. This is my opinion, and this is not bashing or nothing either. But a lot of people are saying they want exclusives. I'm sorry. Don't want exclusive. There should be the same game over all the stuff. Well, that's gonna cause stagnation. If I don't gotta put any extra charm in none of these games and different platforms, then you're gonna get boring, stale games. That's what's gonna happen. You're not gonna get anything new, anything exciting. But exclusives runs the market. You buy it what you want to buy. From my point of view, I could get most of the third-party games on my PC. Hook up a controller, PlayStation controller, Xbox controller with the adapters, and even a Wii and a Wii Remote controller, and play the games on my PC. Right now, I'm not getting my how should I say this? I'm not getting the not party. I'm not getting Nintendo's first party. Yes, I'm sorry, Nintendo's first party. I'm not getting Nintendo's first party. So, with that said, why would I? Because that's why I will buy the console. Like I said, the console is never getting stagnated. The game right now, game market is getting stagnated. We don't know what's going on. Shooters have been because the PlayStation and Xbox 360 wanted to last 10 years. They wanted it to be 10 years in the market, which is going beyond what normally was before, which is the 5-6 year, the 4, 5, 6 year setup. The shooter genre has overtaken and has also been the main driver of everything. First-person shooter, but third-person shooter now is hopefully makes a thing. Gears of War, good game, had that in there. We have Splatoon coming out that has colors and everything. Hey, you got even we call it. What do you call it? I am so sorry. Sunset Overdrive, yes, also a good game on Xbox One, where people put their thing into it and put their genius and their, make that game as awesome as it is. Is Sunset Overdrive? If there's a part 2 coming out, I don't think unless Microsoft right now they're not doing a lot of good things with the shareholders. Unless Microsoft pays a ton of money, I don't think Insomniac gonna keep it as an Xbox exclusive. They are gonna try to do something different. They're gonna try to do something different, and it's gonna, because the sales has not reflect into, what do you call it? The sales are not reflect the loss of making this into a cool franchise. Again, if it goes into franchise mode, it's gonna go multi-plat, just like Titanfall did. Titanfall is gonna go Titanfall's already got multi-plat. Because of the drop-off rate. Online games, the one thing about online games, unless it's like an MMO style kind of thing, is the drop-off rate from the servers is a lot. But we'll see how that goes. Yes. I said, anyway, the game, like I said, it's gonna go multiplayer. It's not selling. That's what's gonna go. Shooters have taken over the market, and it's starting to stagnate because basically everything has to be some type of shooter, whatever. I said, even Devil's Third is coming out for the Wii U shooter. We'll see what it is. Everybody's going because it, Yagi basically come with these crazy ideas and and Nintendo's let him do what he want to do with the game. So we'll see how that comes out and makes it all fun and crazy. But you know what? That right there is what's going to drive the market. Not that much. We need a new genre jumping. Every time something jumps up, it gets knocked down very quick because, like I said, the music craze came up and they got knocked down, and now they're trying to restart the music craze again. And Harmonix trying to do that. We don't know if people want to go back out and buy a plastic guitar or to go play music games once again and go through all the whole licensing fees and DLCs and all the headaches that was in the last rage of the music genre taking a big leap. We don't know. So, with that said, the future is kind of, I don't know. One of the things I have to say about it is the whole, as I would think somebody asked me, why do I like Nintendo? Or why I'm a Nintendo fan or anything like that. Pretty easy, really. The reason I like Nintendo is because they're disruptor. They're different. It might be wacky, it might be crazy. It's not the same as Xbox and PlayStation 4. That has this, as I said, most of the content is the same across each other. They just have better graphics and whatever. But if you want all the third-party games to be on, I personally don't want all the third-party games to be on the Wii U. No. If you had a cool idea, like I said, if they had let them what do you call it, let the developers do what they want to do, then yeah, it'd be a cool idea. But other than that, nope. It's really not. Nintendo is a disruptor. You don't have to buy their consoles. If the Nintendo Wii U is the last console that you're gonna buy as a Nintendo fan, or whatever you want to call yourself, that's cool. Let it. That's cool. I have no problems with that. Because if they lost your taste, they lost your taste. I just hope you don't go, if you're on YouTube and everything else, to go make some crazy videos and say, "Oh, Nintendo's lost their way and Nintendo's crazy and all that." Nah, they don't lost their way. They don't lost their way. They're doing what they've been doing from the 1980s. You grew out of love for Nintendo. That's happened. Everybody goes out of love for certain things. Used to love Power Rangers. I don't watch Power Rangers no more. I used to love Pokemon. Don't play Pokemon no more. We Tastes change between people. But Nintendo is the only company that I see that's just do stuff that's different. I want their console because it give you a new experience, and I want their games because it's different from everything else. I don't want the same grimy, gritty, realistic, photorealistic, all this stuff all the time. Give me some colorful. Give me some imagination. Give me something that person dream up. That made me think, wow, this is unbelievable, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining, and the gameplay is on point. And you don't even got to do a lot of crazy things. 'Cause like I said, look at Box Boy on the 3DS. Simple puzzle game, platforming puzzle. But it's fun as hell. The gameplay is really, really good. So we don't know how that works out. Simple game, no color, just puzzle. The way you gotta fix your puzzle is pretty cool. It's something different. It's kind of like an indie setup again, but that's why I like Nintendo. They're different from Sony and Microsoft so much that we're not arguing over pieces. They're not arguing over grass or which graphics look better. And again, graphics is better to a certain point, but they are different. They are a disruptor. That's why I like them. They stand out on their own, do it itself. If if there was one Nintendo Wii U out there that had all these games that I bought, and I have the other ones, I would love to share with everybody else. But you know what? It wouldn't hurt me or whatever. I'll still buy it and just say, "Wow, at least I got these cool games." Nothing against PlayStation and Xbox One. Like I said, I didn't buy those consoles because they don't have they don't have that much exclusives. If there is any other console, as we put everything together, that I would buy would be a PlayStation Vita. PlayStation Vita has a lot of JRPGs that I could pick up and play. PC, 3DS, PS Vita, and Nintendo Wii U. To me that's the most varied market you could get as a multi-plat owner, that you could get experience a lot of games. If they had a bunch of, let me see, if they had a bunch of I'm sorry, different exclusives on Xbox One and everything else, then yeah, I would gladly like to join in and pick up a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox, and an Xbox One. But right now, they don't have it. And don't get me wrong, next year, the year after that, they're gonna have a bunch of games that might intrigue people and might want to pick it up. That's all I'm saying. In that kind of way. But it's, I don't know. I'm not really without some today. I have to apologize today. I'm not my talkative self because I wanted to set, like I said, I wanted to set up this thing with King Rinpoche. He wanted to ask questions about a YouTuber fan. Something happened. He's not responding to the calls out for him. I'm not against it. I don't think he's running or ducking or nothing. And just maybe something happened and he didn't, he didn't catch the what's going on. But without having the drive for, because basically I wasn't feeling good today, feeling tired and sick, and just didn't like. I don't have the drive to give a good conversation like I normally do because I'm talking nonsensical right now, and I'm basically pausing because I keep on trying to see if I could get him or anybody else to join in with. Join in with this stuff, but I don't know. I'll basically, you know what? I'll leave up. Like I say, it's going close to 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave up. This is not the best endcast ever. How not having a lot of string of luck with how this is always set up. So I'm trying. Let me see if I could. I'm not gonna really publicize this endcast that much. If people come in and right, if you listen to all to this point, just know it's just that I was somebody, like I said, I had somebody to talk to that he wanted to ask questions and it didn't work out the way he wanted it is. So I'm filling up time right now, trying to push it and see if sometime tonight I get in contact with him again, I'll erase this one off and then put up a new one. But right now, not getting no like I said, the feel of this is not really. Let me see. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, this is gonna be the worst endcast because, like I said, because I have a headache. It's tax season. It's not really not having somebody like I said, Katie right now. She's she's back in school. She had a little break. That's why she joined me the last endcast. This time she's back in school and she's busy, so I didn't want to bother her. And next week, really, I might not do an endcast because, like I said, it's tax season and getting things straightened out for what I gotta do and taking a break. So I don't know what's going on unless some news pop up that makes me wanna. Maybe want to do anything. What the heck? Okay, I don't even know what's going on here now. Good grief. This is, oh yeah. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna publicize this. If anything, it might be struck down because I may wait for next time to do this discussion. I said, Grandma, whatever, man. I said, I don't know if you hope everything's all right with you. Yep. Oh well. I'll just cut it off here right now. Like I said, if it's not, like I said, this is not the best endcast I could tell right now. I do want to do this discussion when I think when I feel better, and so basically I'm not gonna call this 5. I'm just call it a test. I'm gonna call it test in my in the description. Don't go up and start coughing crazy now.
No.
You know what I'm talking about. Oh well. Like I said,